What's good, y'all, bro? We back, and we're gonna be reacting to. Gonna make sure my mic's alright. We're gonna be reacting to bullying stereotypes make no sense. So, like, bullying in like movies, high school movies, like dumb movies, is like they shove them into a locker, buddy. That never happens. You never get shoved into a locker, I swear, because lockers don't exist anymore, at least where I live. So yeah. That's from Ray OD. I don't know if I said that right, but subscribe to him, subscribe to me. Comment down below if you want me to react to next, if you can. Get me to 400 by. Oh yeah, and yeah, y'all got me to 300 by the end of September, which like before the end of September, which I really appreciate. Let's try to get 400 by the end of what's the next month? October? Yeah, October. And also, happy very early Halloween.
When I was a kid, every movie, show, or book taking place in a school had all of these bullying
I know everybody's rude to each other, but nobody's like, "Hey, yo, give me your lunch money, Nick." Like, nobody does that.
stereotypes that made no sense and I never saw when I went to school. The first stereotype that doesn't make sense to me is people getting bullied for wearing glasses and braces.
I know nobody cares if you wear glasses. Like, honestly, if you wear glasses, you're fine. And if you wear braces, you're fine. You're just trying to get your teeth better. Like, nobody really cares.
I don't know if this was just me, but growing up, I was always jealous of kids that wore glasses and had braces. Unfortunately, I was cursed with 20/20 vision and straight teeth, but when I saw these kids
Bruh.
with their cool glasses frames and their colorful braces, I straight up felt like I was in an RPG with wood armor and everyone else was dripped out to the max. Also,
Yo, honestly, bro, I don't get why high school movies, like, think that high school is like this. Didn't they go to high school themselves? Man, I bet money that that's not how high school was when they were there. Bro, it was everybody's rude to each other at some point. Like, everybody's a little bit rude. No, there's no, like, in class, there might be just a guy that likes to do work, but there's never stereotypes where there's just like nerds. There's no like the hot Cheeto girls, they kind of exist, but like it's just they're normal, just normally just in the back of class munching on like Takis, food or whatever. And yeah, it's just all them stereotypes that you learn from like change for real or whatever about school. It doesn't happen that much.
every time I'm watching a show and someone's getting bullied for wearing glasses, the go-to insult is four eyes.
What is I never even understand what that really fully meant.
There's a four eyes. There's a four eyes.
Ha ha ha. That's a hoot. No, yeah, no, nobody's laughing.
Like, seriously, that's the best y'all could come up with? If you wear glasses, how do you even take offense to someone calling you four eyes? Like, that's the weakest insult I've ever.
That's like literally saying. That's like saying That's like a toddler saying to a grown up, "You're a poopy head." Like, I'm being dead honest.
Ever heard. And insults for braces aren't much better. Metal mouth, that actually
That sounds awesome.
sounds super intimidating. It sounds like a nickname for a heavyweight boxer that
Metal mouth.
exclusively wears grills. And I'm sure back when people wore headgear and had super dorky glasses, they
What the?
got made fun of, but that was dinosaur times. Like, glasses and braces have been cool for like at least 15 years.
They aren't cool, but they're just normal. If you're getting bullied, you're not gonna get bullied for your glasses or whatever.
Another stereotype that makes no sense to me was like when kids would get made fun of for doing well in school. Like,
I know, that's what I'm saying. Isn't that the point? Like, what?
you know what I'm talking about? In movies and shows, they'd be the Ben Shapiro looking kids that would try super hard in their classes, and then they'd get made fun of for caring about their grades and future.
My bad, buddy. I don't want to live in a tent my entire life.
Pretty sure this stereotype is based on like no real world evidence. Like, when I grew up, the most popular kids were also really good students. It's just that they didn't look like this. They just look like normal kids. You know, it's possible to have a high
No, they are normal. And if you're smart, just be chill about it. Like,
GPA while
it's gonna be super rare that you'll be finding one of like the nerds that you'll like be like, teacher, like they're very rare.
also dressing well and not being a socially awkward weirdo. I'm pretty sure intelligence has always been celebrated throughout history. Like, I have no clue where this came from. If there's any unks watching this video, please comment down below if there was ever
Grandpas for the 0.4 grandpas that watch me.
a time in history when people got made fun of for trying in school. Also, I think we've become super liberal with the use of the word bullying. Like, sometimes it's not bullying, but just teenagers being teenagers.
Exactly. Everybody makes fun of each other. Like what? It's just
When I was in
it's just a normal high school, middle school experience. You're gonna get bullied. And it's not because they hate you or anything. It's just because that's what they do. They just either want to make like people laugh, or they just like are just chill about it and they're bored.
Middle school kids would just call each other the most vile insults. Like, the lunch table was basically just a COD lobby, but
What the?
I wouldn't consider it bullying because everyone was participating. In a weird sense, it was kind of wholesome. I grew up in a pretty diverse place, but the only thing that really annoyed me about middle school was that we'd have these roast battles in the middle of class where everyone would just go around roasting each other's ethnic stereotypes, which that part alone is
Bro, what?
fun. But my problem was most 12-year-olds' geographical knowledge was awful. Like, I'm
They'd be like, "Oh, you're from France? You Asian?" Like, bro, what?
of Indian descent, but people would roast me using Middle Eastern stereotypes,
What the? What?
and I kind of had to like hold their hand while they were roasting me and give them a geography lesson. Like, no, don't roast me for that. Roast me for this. The next stereotype that makes no sense to me would be
Oh, don't scum me.
all of the ways bullies torment their victims in.
No, but you're not gonna get your head shoved in a toilet. You're not gonna get shoved in a locker. You're not gonna get tripped in lunch. You're not gonna spill your stuff all around and everybody's gonna laugh. They're just gonna call you an idiot, or they're like the bullies themselves. Their bullies are gonna get just like you're an idiot.
Media. Like, let's start out with the most iconic, the wedgie. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I've never seen someone do a wedgie in my entire life.
If you're a dude and someone wedgies you and you just take that and do nothing about it, maybe
You are a baby.
you deserve to get wedgied, bro. Like, if
Probably.
I ever have a son and he gets wedgied, I'm going to tell him he is
Listen, son. This will probably never happen, but if you get wedgied, I will give you full and utter permission to beat the living out of him.
obligated to start throwing hands immediately.
Yeah,
no matter
definitely.
how much bigger the kid is, you simply cannot take that. I personally never saw anyone get wedgied during my time in school, and I think it's because most guys know that if they try that on another dude, they're not just gonna take that lying down like there's some nerd
They're just gonna get the person that did it's just gonna be called gay.
in a TV show. Now let's move on to stuffing kids in lockers. Bro, what? My high school
That's what I'm saying.
didn't have any lockers, and in middle school the lockers were too small to stuff anybody in. But I'm gonna be real, even in places with full-size lockers, I doubt anyone's actually getting stuffed in a locker. Like, you know how hard it would be to shove someone into a locker and then
Bro, what is he doing?
try to close the door on
What
them?
the?
If you get stuffed in a locker, you probably want to, bro. Then we
Yeah,
got
that's what I'm saying. I don't know how you can even get shoved in a locker. Like, you're just dumb.
swirlies, which is like bordering on a CIA level human rights violation. I've never heard of anyone getting swirlied, but if that happened to you, like, I genuinely feel bad for you. Like, that's actually messed up. But
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
it's so mythically evil that it's hard for me to believe that it was ever like a predominant bullying tactic. Now let's talk about hornets. If you don't know what hornets are, they're basically when you roll a piece of paper super tightly and then wrap it with tape, and then with a rubber band you launch this lethal projectile at unsuspecting classmates. I remember I must have been 8 when my older brother showed me what a hornet was. He asked me to take off my shirt and turn around, and at point blank
Oh,
range,
God.
he launched a hornet at my back at full force. At that moment, I fully understood why they called it a hornet, because it left a red mark on my back for 2 weeks. Safe to
yeah,
say,
buddy, you're cooked.
hey, I showed all of my friends at school what a hornet was after that, and we'd play this game where we'd launch hornets at each other in class while the teacher was talking in an attempt to get each other to scream randomly in class. And I'm telling
the-
you, there is nothing funnier
Yeah,
than
middle school kids are pretty dumb, I'm gonna be honest.
one of your friends going, ah, in the middle of class while the teacher is going over the Pythagorean theorem. But back to bullying. No one gets bullied harder in school than the teachers. Like,
Yeah, probably. Like, nobody ever, like, roasts a teacher in front of them. But behind their back, like, yo, Miss Dingleberry's an idiot. Yo, she got a fat, like, bro.
I definitely had some teachers I didn't like, but geez, some kids would say the most vile stuff about teachers because
Sometimes I don't even care. I'm like, yeah, probably.
they got a bad grade or got assigned some extra homework. And I think because kids...
Listen, if you're getting assigned homework and you're mad about that, you're just a baby, and you will never be able to do anything in life. But if you're mad because she's like being unfair to you, I guess you have that right to be annoying, or like be annoyed.
are just evil by nature and don't feel empathy for their fellow man.
Also, my bad for not talking a lot this video. I'm just like tired. I'm not in a good mood. I'm just trying to get a video out.
They'll just create rumors about their teachers that are just way too out of pocket.
The thing is about rumors with teachers, it's so easy to get a male teacher fired. Like, if you like have a male teacher, just understand he probably won't last. Because he cannot be mean to like any girl. You can't like give them. The thing is, I feel bad for the teachers because if you like give the wrong girl a bad grade, she will make up something and you will get fired. You don't need no proof. You will get fired just because of the reputation that the school is getting. Like, that's the sad part about it. That's why you never see male teachers.
Borderline should be illegal to say that about someone. I remember some kids found out my 8th grade basketball coach got a DUI, and within hours his mugshot was all over Snapchat. People were roasting him so hard, and the craziest part was he was completely oblivious to it. No one would speak of it to his
Poor guy, bruh.
face, so as far as he was concerned, no one knew about it. High-key, being a teacher is kind of scary because you gotta know that a lot of your students are just gonna be Googling your information online because kids kind of have no boundaries.
And they're bored.
Speaking of boundaries, you know what's boundless? Space. And you know what's in space? Stars. And you know what happens on stars?
What?
Wars. And you know who likes Star Wars? Nerd. Everybody. Because for the past decade or so, nerd culture is cool. I think this is the only bullying stereotype that has any sort of actual validity behind it. For a long time, people with nerdy obsessions were ostracized from society.
Listen, like, it used to be weird to watch anime, and it kind of still is. But there's parts of it that if you're fine, you're fine. You're just chill. But, like, yeah, I can agree with this. Like, a lot, like, probably, nerds have probably gotten a better upper hand in the past couple of years.
Like, you know those soy kids that are super into like Battlestar Galactica despite knowing like nothing about astronomy and have a physique that makes them look like they'd pass out from walking up a staircase? For a long time, I'm sure those type of kids were ostracized from the other kids at school. I mean, anime didn't even become mainstream in the West until like the last 10 years. These days, you literally have rappers from Houston cosplaying. I wonder how nerds who grew up in the late 2000s feel. Like, you guys just missed out on being cool. Like, these days, if you play Minecraft and watch anime, you're definitely gonna find friends, and if you're not hideous, you can probably find a girlfriend also. If you graduated in like 2010, 2011, you just missed out on being cool. Like, I graduated in 2023, and one of the kids I knew in high school that pulled the most played Valorant all day and was like 5'5". Society has like
short edge
completely culturally shifted in like the last 7 years or so.
See, some people be saying that the Earth's gotten worse, but I feel like some part of the school has definitely gotten better.
School hierarchies don't exist anymore. That's why I never understood these rich high school shows. Like, I could make an entire video about this, but I think you know what I'm talking about. You know, these shows where the rich, popular teens at school navigate the hardships of being rich, popular, and attractive in upper class America. Like, bro.
And I swear the people that, like, they pick to, like, be the attractive people in, like, the movies aren't even attractive. Like, they be the ugliest people in the world, I'm gonna be honest.
Who is actually relating to this? And follow me on Instagram. I'm posting there once we hit 20,000 subs.
Bro's just trying to get that ad revenue. I get that. But yeah, subscribe to this guy's Instagram or whatever. Yeah, so subscribe to him, subscribe to me. My bad, this was a kind of a short video and I didn't really talk that much. I'm just tired, I'm bored, I don't even know what to do, bro. But I don't know if there's gonna be 2 videos today. I said this yesterday and there wasn't, so I don't know if there will be 2. But I might react to another Tomorrow Was Teaching video today or tomorrow. But it'll definitely, if it doesn't come out today, it'll definitely come out tomorrow. But yeah, bro, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, peace.